back again. Today's video is going to be an about me tag. In the future I'm going to do one with my partner, basically, but for now, it's just going to be me. I've got all my questions and answers written down, so we're just going to jump straight in. First one, what's my middle name? Sarah. What's my favourite colour? Might be obvious, but black or red. Well, everything's pink right now, actually, isn't it? My hair was red, faded. Who was my first best friend? That was my cousin. I really do feel like everyone's first best friend is their cousin. Don't care. How tall am I? I am approximately 5'7". Admittedly, that was what I was measured like 3 years ago, but I really don't feel like I've grown or shrunk any, so... Cats or dogs? I wonder. It's totally not cats. This is Artemis. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll put you down now. Funniest moment throughout school. I didn't do very well. Well, no, I did well grade-wise in school, don't get me wrong. Attitude-wise, not so much. I have a bit of a problem with authority. But there was an art lesson where a friend of mine, I'm not going to mention any names, for God's sake, don't want to be out, but she asked me what black and white paint would make if you mixed them. That one still gets me, I'm sorry. I don't mean to, like, mock anyone else, but it just gets me. Or, when I was in physics with a cover teacher, and me and my best friend at the time were sat there, and we were just taking the piss out of each other. Our friendship was one of those complete banter, abusive sort of things. So I wrote, "Jamie's a cum bubble," on the desk. And the teacher found it before we left. And my friend was, like, freaking out. She was just like, "We're going to get in so much trouble." You can tell her, oh my god. I sat there and I argued my way out of every ounce of trouble there was. And the teacher was so annoyed, so miffed. It was just an achievement. How many holidays have I been on? I've been on about 2 or 3. That's overseas. Twice to France and once to Spain. I think it was the Alicante sort of area I was when I went to Spain. France, couldn't tell you. Wasn't Paris. Went to Paris for school, which was the worst experience of travelling ever. A lot of people say the school trips are, like, such a good idea to go on, and that just, building. I starved for 2 weeks because they would not feed me anything I ate. And even when I told them, I don't eat this, I'm starting to get really sick, they did not give a shit. I got really travel sick on the way there, and they were kind of good about that. And then when I got really travel sick on the way back, they were just basically just like, stop being a little bitch. It drove me mad. I'm sorry, but I think it was completely ridiculous. Have I been to college? I've been to college twice. I went to do my A-levels at college, and I dropped out after my first year. I did art, photography, English literature, and media. Media I dropped pretty quick. I got my grades in the other 3, and then I dropped out of that. Pardon me. And second time I went to college, I studied special effects makeup. It was something I always did in my spare time, but then I got into a course for it, complete acceptance. Like, they saw my portfolio and were literally like, yeah, of course you can come on. I was like, nice. And then my mental health took a really strong decline, and I dropped out. It seemed to be a pattern, to be honest. It never really affected getting a job, though. It never affected anything. Everything I studied was something really hard to get a career in the first place. So, yeah. My favourite subject in school was art or English literature. I still draw to this day in my spare time. Not greatly, I'm not gonna lie, but I draw. And I used to love writing through primary school all the way up to college. I just adored it. I still read like a nerd, so. Worst subject, maths. I hated maths. Got a decent grade in it, I just completely despised it. If you can hear any random noises, Dumb and Dumber sprawling. Wonderful. Or physics, for the same principle that physics is just maths mixed with science, and no. So I got a decent grade in physics too. It's not like I didn't try, I just didn't try hard. Favourite animal? That's really difficult because I really like animals in general. The one that's been most consistent, I guess, would be cats. I've got 2 in the room being dickheads right now. I had a really big face for hedgehogs for a while. Interesting story, we were at my partner's once and his dog brought in a live hedgehog. Didn't hurt it, just brought it in. And I had to cuddle him up in a hoodie and put him back outside. Because I wasn't going to touch him. But it was fun. I really like snakes. Astros had his first feeding day. He did so well, he wanted it straight away. Like, the woman at the shop was like, if he doesn't take it, just, leave it in there and he'll go for it. And he wanted it immediately. So I'm very proud of him, which is weird. Very weird experience seeing tiny, mouse embryos. Not bad, it didn't make me that sad, but meh. Favourite perfume? I don't really wear perfumes. I wear, body sprays. So there's a Vanilla Kisses by Impulse, which I drown myself in. And there's also a vanilla body mist from the Body Shop, which I haven't had in years, but I remember when I first got it, it was gone in a week because I just kept spraying it on all the time. I'm sure that was really fun for everybody around me. Favourite drink is cherry cola. I've currently got it in my skull mug that's holding my flashlight up because lighting. Or blueberry, pomegranate and acai. Okay. Rockstar. I have a really bad addiction for that. Tea or coffee? Coffee. I didn't drink coffee for years of my life, up until I started working, really. And tea even, less than that. So then I started drinking coffee. I did have a phase where I drank, nothing but tea. But I don't particularly drink either because I need so much sugar in them that I'm going to have an early heart attack and die. Just doesn't seem worth it. My favourite book is called Love Letters to the Dead by Ava Dildera. Who knows? It's this book. I'll read you the blurb. It begins as an assignment for English class. Write a letter to a dead person. Laurel chooses Kurt Cobain. He died young, and so did Laurel's sister May. So maybe he'll understand what Laurel is going through. Soon Laurel is writing letters to lots of dead people. Janis Joplin, Heath Ledger, River Phoenix, Amelia Earhart, Amy Winehouse. It's like she can't stop. She writes about her new high school, her new friends, her first love, and her shattered life. But the ghost of Laurel's past can't be contained between the lines of a page forever. She must face up to them before they consume her. What always got me about this book is I can't quite remember where it actually says the age group, but it was in a 13 plus age group, and the blurb kind of supports that, I guess. But if you actually read the book, it deals with so many dark subjects and goes quite in depth into them. I wouldn't let my 13-year-old daughter read this. Or son. There's a cat batting my ankles. But no, it's got a lot of depression, suicide, death. You're just yeah, I would totally let a child read that. Maybe that's just me. Have you got any future kids' names planned out, or kids currently? I don't have any kids. I'm only turning 20 next month, so I've never particularly wanted kids young, or kind of in general, but sometimes in general. Who knows? But we do have, me and my partner have them planned out. I can't remember all of them, but we've got Ophelia, Marilis, and Lucian. Which are kind of weird, I guess, but we really like weird names, if you can't tell by Artemis, Astaroth. Our other cat's called Nyx. It's just how we are, I guess. Some regular YouTubers I watch. Next one, Toxic Tears. I watch her, well, whenever she uploads, I watch her. Same with Dan Is Not Far on that. Whenever he uploads, I watch that. Markiplier, Threadbanger, Rob Dyke, Kaylee Elise. The list goes on, but I just watch a lot of YouTube in general. I'm quite lazy. I like to lie around and do nothing. Favourite movie? I've got Dodgeball. That's a really old film, but it's so funny and I don't care. Mortal Instruments, which was a more recent film. Cassandra Clare wrote a series of books, and I swear I did read. I swear I watched the second movie, but it was actually never made. I know it sounds really retarded, but in my head I can really vividly remember the film that was never made. So that's confused me for many, many years. More recent one, Pride, Prejudice and Zombies as well. I loved the book when it came out. The movie was even better though. My relationship status, I've mentioned my partner a couple of times, and I'm assuming if I can... Hello? Friend. if I can... Nicky, come on. If I can build up the courage to tell him that I have done these videos, because I feel kind of stupid for making these videos. He'll be in a couple of these, but yeah, these are some really old photos of me and my partner, which is kind of horrific. This is when we went to Weston for my birthday, which was an absolutely amazing day, and I look so bad in like all of these photos, but I love this thing. I can't help it, I'm sentimental. My favourite childhood memory, I don't actually have a lot of like good childhood memories. Not that my parents were bad or anything, not that anything was horrible. I just don't remember a lot, but I always remember when I was really young, I used to run around naked in one of those furry Russian hats, and that amuses me, so I'm going to go with that. Fashion sense. I wonder if you can guess. It's depended throughout my life. I was quite chavvy for a little bit when I was a lot younger, and then I started dressing really, really Weemo. And I thought I was so cool. I had like the stitches on the side of my face, just overly black raccooned eyeliner. I was the bomb. It's even worse because I didn't used to wear makeup up until that point, and I still wasn't really wearing foundation, and if I was, it was like Poundland foundation that did nothing. There's a cat on my back. So it looked really, really bad. It was not good. And I've gone through a couple of phases. I've had a hardcore sort of like dressing punk style. I had a more hardcore dressing like complete classic gothic sort of style. Now I just dress how the bloody hell I want to, whichever day it is. Mostly as long as I'm wearing black, I'm happy. Siblings. I have one sibling. That's my sister. She's 9 years older than me, and she was like my biggest inspiration when I got old enough to know what an inspiration was. I got a lot of my music taste from her. A lot of the things sort of like I like to watch were from her. We both have a really quirky fashion sense, so they are like opposite ends of the spectrum. Hello, Nixie. Yeah, she was just a giant inspiration to me. So I'm very glad I have a sibling. Favourite TV shows? This is where I could go on for a really long time. I may not watch a lot of movies, but I watch a lot of TV shows. The Mighty Boosh is a major one. Noel Fielding is amazing. I don't care. Supernatural. Me and my partner are currently spamming it. He bought me the season 1 to 10 box set for Christmas, and we've just been watching and watching it. We're almost at the end of that, so he went and bought season 11, which I actually haven't watched all of. Like, every other season we've got, I've watched all of, but season 11 I haven't, so that'll be interesting, because I actually don't know what's going to happen. No spoilers. Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, that's not even shown anymore, and I didn't know what it was until my sister showed me, hence being a bit of an inspiration, and that turned into our Christmas Eve tradition. Every Christmas Eve we'd sort of stay up all night, we'd watch all of Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. Yeah, it was really good. This was my first Christmas not at home, so it was really weird not to be there and not to do that. It was odd. PC or Mac? PC. This sounds retarded because I have an Apple phone, which is the next question, is do you have an Apple or an Android? I have an iPhone, but I actually really hate Apple. I just really wanted to try it, and it's not like it's a horrible phone, it's not. But I really miss my HTCs, and I've used a Mac. We had to use Mac for Photoshop in college, and my sister has a Mac, and I just don't like them. I find PCs a lot easier. And what bad habit do I have? Tapping. I'm a tapper. I shake my leg, I tap on tables, I tap my arms, I will tap anything for no reason. I have to tap my leg. I'm so uncomfortable if I do not tap my leg. Anywho, I just moved the light. That was questions about me. I just dragged this tag offline. I'm not going to tag anyone in it because I don't know anyone starting out on YouTube, frankly. And I haven't particularly drawn up the courage to, like, post these anywhere publicly. They've just gone on YouTube. If someone I know finds them, then so be it. I'll deal with that. But, yeah. Hi. Okay then, that was that. You've now seen both my cats as well. I'm planning on doing a tattoo tag, a piercing tag. I'll probably do those together when Ophion arrives, I will probably do a pets tag in general, just all together. I'll probably give him his own video because I love him. But yeah, that's everything, guys. Thanks for watching. Social media will be below, not that I know why you'd want it. And I will see you next time. Bye!